My inspiration for becoming a veterinarian probably stemmed from my childhood, in a sense, is that I always had an interest in solving mysteries. And I think that's what veterinary medicine is. It's a solving a mystery while at the same time getting to interact with animals. I'd always envisioned a career where I worked with animals, but also I had a mind for science. So it was a perfect career to kind of marry those two things. And then over time, I really enjoyed working with people. And I felt like the odd thing about veterinary medicine is most people think that we're just doing this because we love animals. And the reality is that we actually are really helping people at the heart of it as well. I picked a really good practice out of school. I didn't go for, the biggest, the fanciest. I went for the one with the highest quality medicine. And I think what I wanted at that point was just to build the foundation of being a good veterinarian, learning who I was as a veterinarian, and honing the things that I was interested in. So for 17 years, I kind of honed in on the interests that I have: ultrasound, radiology, internal medicine, dermatology. I'm kind of a person that likes to get in the weeds and really seek to globally help pets with their overall health. And at the point at which I had spent 17 years, I kind of realized there was no practice ownership opportunity for me. Being a person coming from smaller means, I needed an easy way to maybe bring those dreams to fruition and enter Wag'n Tails, where I had done research on the costs, created a business plan, and compared various other mobile suppliers. And this one was the one that really was going to enable me to take off without, at this stage of my career, being so far in debt that I couldn't overcome or create something successful. The way that it's set up is very different than a lot of other mobiles. It also is inviting for the client to make them a little bit more a part of the visit. A lot of other vans are kind of narrow. They don't have quite the space to have the owner be a part of that visit. And I think you then lose out on the whole, we're coming to your home, if it's just running a pet out to the van. Bottom line is, when you look at what value you get, the package that you get, and the things included, you just can't beat the value of what you get and the ability to, with kind of like one payment, have almost everything that you need to just hit the ground running and have it in a timely fashion. I was leaving a practice and I couldn't be without a paycheck for months on end. And this provided me a way to literally leave my job, have my van almost immediately, have it ready to hit the road within a month of making that change. Mobile practices is a game changer for somebody as a veterinarian who wants to know more about their patient and then be more successful with their treatment. How many times do you have a patient come in and it's cowering in the corner? You have no idea what that pet is doing, behaving. You don't know what things look like at home. I have a portable full-scale ultrasound, so I can do limited cardiac assessments, full abdominal assessments. I have full digital x-ray, which I can, my tech and I have become so efficient at that. A lot of times I go in there and say something and she's already got that thing, bing, bang, boom. It's set up, we can take it down very easily. In the beginning, we had to learn kind of like, where do we want things, and we've changed things a little bit, but as we've gotten going, we have this flow where sometimes I don't even know all the stuff that she's done. I'm like, oh, that's done, or that's there, or this is that. We've naturally adapted to easily being able to get things out, clean things up, and get on the road to the next visit. And that harkens to this floor plan that Wag'n Tails has. Clients come in and they're like, wow, I didn't know they made this kind of thing. Because it's smaller too than, say, like going into a brick-and-mortar hospital. We kind of keep things impeccable. It's easy to keep it clean and that sort of thing. And the biggest thing that they comment on is how nice it looks inside, how clean, well put together, despite the fact that I have 50,000 things stored in here. It has that perception of quality and cleanliness. They see this truck and they're like, we see why we have to pay you a lot more, but secretly, this is such a good deal that it's offset everything. So I chose the Clean Power system because I don't have all the extra noise. Do I want to show up at a house and then be like, and be like, come on in, pets, to the van that's making this really loud sound? It's all a part of that perception of quality and high-tech care. Anything I might want to do, I can explore. I can become any kind of vet that I want to be, and I can seek out the clientele that I'm seeking out with how I market this business. And when you're rolling around in a truck, you're like a rock star. It's a little different, right? You're in a brick and mortar, people come in and it's like, Google this, Google that. But when I'm rolling around in a cool truck and it's like, wow, you come to me and you do this, there's just so much more agency, so much more trust, and you lose the part of the career that can be draining when it comes to people's interaction with you by meeting them on a territory that's more personal. I think the lack of enthusiasm in this profession stems around not feeling like you have a say or control in guiding your career, and then feeling forced to go down a certain path. And not all of us have the financial capability to open a brick and mortar. And this is a way for not much more than a small house payment that I can own my own practice, be my own person, cultivate my own people, be happy in that, and create the life that I've wanted. People are used to Amazon, people are used to services that make it convenient for them in the busy day-to-day world. And with brick and mortars being so consumed, overwhelmed, and busy, they don't get the personalized care, and they will seek, the people you want will seek you out in this career. So I think, if you're willing to put in the work and understand that you can't just show up and go home, there are going to be some more responsibilities, but you can build the career that you want, do the things that you want, and don't do the things you don't want. That's the beauty of it.